Hey, it's Ned. Welcome to Tag Tutors, where I'll be showing you step-by-step guide on how to ace the described GCSE question. This applies for all specifications, AQA, EdExcel, OCR, it doesn't matter. Get a pen, a paper, and listen. The human immune system helps defend the body against disease. Bacteria and other microorganisms can cause infectious diseases. Use the word in the box to complete the passage about treating infectious disease. Step 1. The question is what? 3 marks. Clearly, I have to write down 1 point over here, 1 point over here, and 1 point over here. Let's read. Bacteria and other microorganisms that cause infectious diseases are called antigens, no. Painkillers, no. Toxins, no. Viruses, no. Antibiotics, no. Stimulants, no. So, it will be pathogens. So, bacteria and other microorganisms that cause infections are called pathogens. Drugs called dash can be used to treat infectious diseases caused by bacteria. That will be antibiotics. So this will be from your outside knowledge. These drugs do not work against infectious diseases caused by. So antibiotics do not work against a viral infection. So it will be viruses. The human immune system helps defend the body against disease. In 1796, the work of Edward Jenner led to the development of a vaccine used to immunize people against a disease called smallpox. Describe how the body responds to immunization. Step 1. Question has 3 marks. So I need 3 points for 1 mark each. Step 2. What is the command word and what does it mean? Command word describe means state fact. State the fact. So what facts do I know about how the body responds to immunization? I know that the body has white blood cells that fight off infections. The body has white blood cells. And how do they fight off infection? They produce, my second point, they produce antibodies. So the antibodies will store a memory cell of the infection to provide immunity. Describe how the physical barriers and chemical defenses of the human body provide protection from diseases. Step 1. This question is what? 6 marks. And see, 6 marks. What is the command word and what does it mean? Command word in this case is describe. Describe means state facts. What facts do I know about the physical barriers and chemical defenses? So what physical barrier do we have in our body? So if I think about it, one of them would be the skin. Okay. The skin will be a physical barrier because you can touch it. What will be a chemical defense in the body? This could be the acid in the stomach. The skin is thick and covers the body. 2. The skin is waterproof. So, pathogens are unable to enter the body through our skin. My third point would be another physical barrier that we have is nose hairs. So nose hair. How does that provide protection? The nose hairs, they trap pathogens. Another physical barrier could be the earwax. Traps pathogens. Chemical barriers or chemical defenses that the body uses for protection. I know much about the stomach acid, and I know that the acid in the stomach is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is present in the stomach. This acid has low pH, which kills many pathogens. 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. Describe how the specific immune systems defend the body against diseases. Step 1. Question is what? 3 marks. So I need to write 3 points. Step 2. The command word here is describe, which means I need to state facts. So what facts do I know about how the body's immune system defend against diseases? I know that pathogens which cause diseases, so this will be example bacteria and virus, produce antigens, or pathogens have antigens. So that is what they release once they get into your body. And when these pathogens release antigens, it will trigger your body to release antibodies. My point two, these antigens will trigger the body to release antibodies. Antibodies are going to be produced once the body recognizes these antigens. What produces these antibodies? The antibodies produced by the lymphocytes. My third point, the antibodies will destroy the pathogens. In 2014, 155,000 people died from cardiovascular disease in the UK. Coronary heart disease is a type of cardiovascular disease. Figure 5. So this graph shows the number of deaths worldwide in 2002 for coronary heart disease for different age group. So from the graph, before I even look at the question, I'm looking at the graph. Number of deaths in millions. Okay, so the graph, age in years. So as the age is increasing, the number of deaths is increasing. Okay, but I can see that from 0 to around 20 years, the number of deaths didn't really increase that rapidly. There's a rapid increase from 20 years or 21 years up to 70 years. So that's what I can see from the graph before I look at the question. Now, the question says, describe the relationship between coronary heart disease and age. And my first step, the question has 2 marks. So I need 2 bullet points that will get me 1 mark each. My second step is the command word. What does the command word mean? Describe, says, state fact. I can say that my first fact would be the number of deaths. So I'm using the exact wording they used for the y-axis. So I can't say the amount of deaths. No, I'm saying the number of deaths, which is given to me already. Number of deaths increases with age. My second point, there is a rapid increase in the number of deaths and the number of deaths after the age of, this is not 20 because it's not on the 20 line and it's not on the next line, which will be 22. So I would say where the market is would be 21. So after the age of 21 years, that gets me 1 mark. This gets me 1 mark. If you have found this video useful, please like and leave a comment. Subscribe and share with your friends. The aim of the video is to help you. Until next time.